We've been hearing about a foldable iPhone for what feels like forever, but now it looks like Apple might finally be ready to launch one, and it could be time to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the iPhone. According to Apple insider Mark Gurman, the company is working hard not just on the device itself, but also on a completely new way to market it so it stands out from other foldable phones. And here's where it gets interesting. While Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Google's Pixel Fold are still considered niche devices, Apple reportedly doesn't want its foldable iPhone to be treated like an experiment or a side project. Instead, they want it to feel like an important, premium part of the iPhone family, like the Pro Max models, but even more exclusive and, of course, much more expensive. The reason it's taken Apple this long to jump into the foldable market is simple. They don't want to be first. They want to get it right. Their main goal is to fix one of the biggest problems with current foldable phones: the visible crease in the middle of the screen. Apple is reportedly working on making that crease almost invisible, which no other company has fully figured out yet. If they succeed, it could be a huge deal for foldable phones. But here's the catch. All this technology and perfectionism comes at a price. The foldable iPhone is expected to be the most expensive iPhone ever made. And that raises a big question. If Samsung is having trouble selling its foldables, how is Apple going to succeed with one that's even more expensive? Take Samsung's recent moves, for example. They've had to lower their expectations for their foldables, including the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7. They're even making a tri-foldable phone, but only producing 200,000 units because they think it'll be too expensive for most people to buy. And it's only going to launch in a few countries where people are more likely to afford it. So if foldables haven't really gone mainstream yet, mostly because of their high prices, what makes Apple think they can succeed with an even pricier phone? It's a fair question, one we've seen before. Remember the Apple Vision Pro headset? It was called one of the best AR headsets ever, but it didn't sell as well as Apple hoped. The main reason? Its $3,499 price tag. Even if a product is advanced and exciting, pricing matters. Is Apple about to repeat that mistake with the foldable iPhone? Maybe. But here's the thing. The iPhone isn't a new product category like the Vision Pro. It's a well-known, trusted brand. That could give Apple an advantage. If anyone can make foldables cool and desirable for regular people, it's Apple. The company has a long history of entering markets late, perfecting a product, and then taking over. They did it with the iPhone, the iPad, and the Apple Watch. Still, the foldable phone market today isn't huge. Even Samsung's best foldables haven't sold as well as hoped. Most people are still unsure about switching to a foldable phone. Maybe Apple is hoping that invisible crease will be the one feature that finally changes people's minds. Or maybe they're counting on their loyal fan base and famous brand power to drive sales. Either way, it's a risky move. But this is Apple we're talking about. The same company that convinced millions of people to pay over $1,000 for a phone, ditch home buttons, and switch to Face ID. If anyone can shift public opinion, it's them. In the end, whether the foldable iPhone becomes a huge hit or just another pricey gadget will depend on how Apple balances cool features with a realistic price. One thing's for sure, when it finally launches, it's going to be one of the most talked about tech products around. And if the rumors are right, we might not have to wait too much longer.